Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Lena56 and welcome back to some more Stationeers on the Moon. So in the previous episode, we were in the middle of building the hydroponics room over here. I think I am gonna increase it to too high. I also got a couple comments saying that they want me to make like a hangar for the rover too. So I'm trying to figure out if I should maybe repurpose this room for the hangar and build a hydroponics room off of this end. I am slightly conflicted because a rover room would be really cool, but we also worked on the furnace a little bit more. We actually made what we needed to make the harm suit, which is right here. So we're gonna give this a little test.
Waste tank critical. Power
Obviously, I
critical.
need to open up my helmet,
Air tank
but
critical. Filter critical. Pressure critical.
oh yeah, this is
Oxygen
quite a
critical.
bit slower. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, so this is good for like solar storms and stuff. So once a solar storm hits, I can come grab our harm suit and actually keep working outside. The downside is there's no jetpack that I can attach to this. I can attach normal backpacks like this, but I'm unable to attach a jetpack, unfortunately, which is kind of upsetting, but I mean, I guess it's a heavier duty suit, so the flying would take a lot more than just a than these lighter jet or lighter suits here. So yeah, we will wear these once the storm hits, and then if I have to go outside, the only thing I have to uh-oh, there we go. The only thing I have to remember is that I can't fly, so I would need ladders to climb around and stuff. So let's put this suit on. There we go. All right, perfect. Yeah, so what I'm trying to figure out what I want to do now, because I could turn this into like a rover hangar, which would actually work quite well, because then I could actually just drive out that way, but I can also just fly. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. If I want to turn this into a hangar and then have the hydroponics room over here, or just keep this as the hydroponics room, then I can build a hangar elsewhere. Like I could build a hangar off of this side too. Yeah, maybe we'll keep this side as the hydroponics room. So I do want to make this 2 stories either way. So I need a lot more walls than what I currently have. Yeah, that's okay. So let's see, I need 5, 10, 15, 20 plus 20. So I need 45 more walls. So let's go build some more walls here. Okay, so I need a bunch of steel. Do I have any steel? I should have steel somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Oops. We need 45. And then I also want to work on the outside of our base too a little bit. Let's see here. What do we have in our inventory? I have a bunch of flooring. I have some steel frames on me. Ooh, I also have the medium satellite. Let's see, what do I need here? I need steel sheets and plastic sheets. I have plastic sheets and steel. Alright, yeah, let's go build the medium satellite dish out here while all of our walls are being built. Also, it looks like this did fix itself. Exterior, interior. Round one. That's this guy. There we go. We're just going to put this right here for right now. Alright, let's make sure that this works. Yep, it looks like our airlock is working again, so that's good. Okay, so I think what I want to try to do here, we might have to move the computer because the medium satellite dish is quite a bit bigger. I need a screwdriver. Probably get away with this one. Yeah, we'll just do that. There we go. Alright, so let's delete this guy. Angle grinder. And then a hand drill. There we are. Let's see, railing, industrial type. Okay, so I need to get rid of these railings. Wonder if that'll be good enough. The flooring, okay. Which flooring do I, oops, wrong one. Oh, there we go. Sweet. And then what do I need to actually, I need welding torch and steel sheets. Welding torch, steel sheets. And then I need a wrench. And then a plastic sheet. Sweet, okay. We have the medium satellite dish. Turn you on. Actually, let's turn you off for a minute. Let's see, I don't need any of this right now. So we will have him depart. Can't see in there to see if our walls are done or not. Bump you all the way up. Onboarding orbiting oxygens. I need seeds is what I need. Meteor munchies. I kind of want to see what they have. Yeah, let's see what these guys have. And land. Let's turn everything off while I'm not using it. Actually, what I can do... So I can still do that. I can probably still put the railings down too. There we go. Alright, what do you got? Oh, you have actual food and stuff. Hand sanitizer, a pill. There's a little bit of food here too. There's sugar, cocoa powder, thing of eggs. Could get some chickens. And all you want is oxygen, huh? I could do chickens at some point, but now that we know, let's see what else we can find here. So, meteor munchies. Let's see what else we can find. Yeah, one thing is I wish that satellite dish would actually move a little bit faster. That'd be nice. I think you can actually program it to move faster. Hey, good morning. Or I guess afternoon, depending on where you're at. Or evening. Alright. Let's see here. Let's do in intervals of 3. Oh. There's another Meteor Munchies one, but that one requires oxygen, so there's actual people on that one, which means I would need to make a hangar that is capable of pressurizing. I want seats is what I want. And then as far as our hydroponics bay goes, I don't really need to enlarge it right now, although I can. Alright, well, our wall should be done, so let's head out this way. Before I do that, let's actually do this. Well, and I can start moving some of the stuff inside too. There we go. So the satellite dish here. And then here's our walls. So I need a bunch of silicon now. Let's see, we have 7. I might have to make a trip. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. Well, plastic sheets it is. And we're gonna have to make a trip to our outpost so we can go and grab some more silicon. Alright, well, let's head outside. And then we're gonna make a trip over to our other outpost. Alright, so in the meantime, I can actually start working on this, so... There we go. So all the walls are done. Now I just need a bunch of plastic sheets and glass to finish that up. So let's head over. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't have any room in our inventory, so we're going to do something here really quick. Yeah, so let's throw our our CO2 filter in here. We have a nitrogen filter on us, which actually, based on everything I can grab, should have enough room. Oh, thank you. Alright, now if I turn this way. Yeah, this jetpack is so much faster than that rover. Granted, building a rover hangar would be kind of fun. But I also want to build like a trader hangar too now. You can turn up your thruster speed to go faster. That does make sense, but I feel like if you do that, you're going to burn through your fuel a lot faster. Granted, we're not really burning through our fuel very fast. Maybe I'll have to do that, turn up my thruster. Because thrust is at 50, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, once I land over here, we'll see how fast I can actually go. I've never actually thought to turn my thruster speed up. Yeah, there's our outpost. I keep turning my jetpack off and on and doing it in bursts to give myself a little boost. There we are. Okay. We have so much freaking coal in here. Alright, so we have some iron. We'll take you. We'll take a thing of copper. And I never have silicon in here. I'll take 216 though. You know what I could do is I could expand this. I could add another layer here with another deep miner. That would help me get silicon quite a bit faster. But this thing's pumping out resources nicely. So, all right, let's test the thrust. Up to 200. Okay, here we go. Okay, that is quite a bit faster. And it does go through the propellant a lot quicker too. But if you only do it in little bursts. Yeah, we are eating through our propellant though, that's the problem. Yeah, I'm not decided if I'm gonna keep it the thrust all the way up or if I should turn it down. Because we are going through our propellant like crazy. Because we had about 1700 when we started. Yeah, we had 1700 when we were over there. And we're down to 1200 right now, and we're not quite home yet either. Alright, well let's turn the thrust down again. Well, let's head inside. Because I should have everything I need. I need just a few more plastic sheets, then I need a bunch of windows. Alright, so I need 4 more, so let's do 2. For plastic sheets. We have some more copper here. And then I need 45. Well, actually, I need. Because I have 3 walls in there. So I'm gonna have to make a little bit more plastic sheets there. So let's see, it's 45. I need 42. Which means we need 84 silicon. Alright. Alright, let's go work on the hydroponics room. And then I need to work on all of our airlocks as well. Hey, good morning. Alright, here goes nothing. Now, if my calculations are right, we should have 1 plastic sheet left over after all this. Out of gold yet? No, not by a long shot. I have more gold than I could ever want. I have a bunch of coal and iron too. And we've got 1 left over. Perfect. So now we just need a bunch of glass. And then this will be ready to pressurize. I did fix the airlock, or rather, reloading the game fixed the airlock, so that's working. And then we did get the large satellite dish up and running. Or the medium satellite dish, I should say. Let's see, I need 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I just need to make a bunch more walls and plastic sheets and stuff so I can work on the outside of our base here. And then I need to move all of this. There's a lot I have to do still. Are you done? You are done. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, you can tune into Sky TV as your non-sponsor. All right. Did I miscalculate it? I might have miscalculated it. Guess I could do a quick test. Oh, it is holding.
Hunger caution.
Well, it looks like we're good, so here goes nothing. Let's do this one right here. Yep, there it was. Okay, now we're good. So thankfully I didn't lose a whole lot of atmosphere.
Hydration critical.
Yep, I'll take care of it in a minute. Oh crap. Well, I guess what we can do is grab our harm suit. Since we did build that.
Waste tank critical. Filter critical.
Let's see
Air
here.
tank critical.
Yes, I know. Everything's critical. Air tank, waste tank. I need a coolant tank too. This is if I need to go outside. I don't think I'm gonna need to go outside at all, but let's see.
Low pressure. Oxygen low.
Yeah, and actually my my suit isn't really. Oh, oops, I need water. Yeah, this does walk quite a bit slower. Alright, my hunger is low, but we're gonna... Alright, my coolant is low too, which means that all I really need for that... Could do a liquid canister. Can I put that in here? I can. Sweet. Doesn't show that there's any liquid in there, but I did put a little bit, so. That's so freaking bright. Oh, oops. Yeah, we'll just do that. So then I can continue. Yeah, I don't really see myself using the harm suit too much, but I did want to make it since it was a newer feature. That is so freaking bright. Apparently I forgot a glass sheet. Alright, so there's all of those. Let's put these over here. And then I just need the angle grinder. Alright, heck yeah. So here's our hydroponics bay, and then I have a bunch of extra walls and stuff for us too. Sweet! And then I'm gonna have to make a proper airlock right here. Actually, what I can do is I can redo these walls really quick. Yeah, the fact that you can't walk quite as fast does make this suit kind of iffy. It's it's too bad that you can't have a jetpack on it though. Even if it slowed you down quite a bit, like being able to fly around and actually work on the base would be actually really nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this airlock set up. I do need to work on these other two airlocks as well, because there's power in both of these, but I do want to put some vents in here just in case we have a breach in one of these rooms or in our main area. We can actually seal off everything and not completely lose all of our atmosphere. So we have iron, copper, silver. Let's throw we'll just throw a bunch of gold in here too. So I need 4 active vents. And actually I might need more than 4 active vents because I need active vents for our hydroponics room too. So I need 6 active vents. And a staircase right by the airline making machine during the lower levels of the plants on the second floor. I mean, I could do something like that too. The downside is I put all my machines over here. And it looks like our solar storm is gone, so let's swap our suits back. Also, I made one too many.
Air tank critical. Waste tank
Actually,
critical.
you'll just stay there.
Power critical.
Oh, crap.
Filter critical.
Oops. Go there. You go there. There we go. Now we're back. Sweet. And then what we're gonna do is I do need to make some passive vents as well. Nice. And good thing I have a bunch of pipe because I'm gonna have to run all of our pipe that way. And we do have some water, which our water line is gonna have to come in here as well. And then I'm gonna put some grow lights in here. Okay. So first things first, let's get the airlock working. So I do need some transformers. I think I need 4 transformers. I need 1 for the airlock and 3 for the room here. Wait, why is my suit on? Gosh dang it. I didn't mean to put it in there. I meant to put it in here. Alright, so I need 4 of these. Yeah, if the harm suit was able to fly, even if it was 60% like reduced speed, like walking around, at least it would make it more worth it. Trooping may be healthy to have at least a small portion. I mean, true, that wouldn't be a terrible idea. But I'm kind of designing this base so if something does happen, I can seal off our greenhouse and stuff. Okay, so if everything's on this side, let's put that there. Now, because of where I can't put anything on the ceiling, so we're gonna have to put our... I guess I could put our main power cable just down. Could do something like this. But that would work. So it shows the jetpack symbol, but it actually just works for backpacks. You can't actually place a jetpack in the arm suit. Yeah, we'll just do something like that. Yeah, that'll have to work. Alright, so also something else I would like to do here. Let's turn my light off for a minute. Let's see, I could throw some lights in there. I do need another light in that
Hunger
airlock.
critical.
Okay, you know what? Let's get rid of a bunch of this stuff I have on me. Steel frames, let's do that. There we go. Hey, good morning. Alright, so let's grab some wall coolers and some wall heaters. So it doesn't do bad in multiplayer. Typically, I've always just played single player. But it would be fun to play multiplayer, actually. Also, more of a risk to blow your base up if you have two people trying to do stuff.
Hunger caution.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to plant some more potatoes here pretty soon. Come on, there we go. God, eating takes forever. Turn our light on so I can see. So then we would do wall heater. I don't really intend on using the wall heaters too much. It's just an in case sort of situation. Okay, sweet, there we are. Glass sheets, plastic sheets, and walls. Okay, so for our airlock, what I would like to do is we'll do that. Alright, that's sealed. And that's sealed. So I should be able to dismantle that frame right there, and we should be fine. Okay. There we go. And then these frames are fine. And that frame is fully enclosed too. Okay, because I also need to bring some pipe with me as well. After that, it's all about automation. I mean, what would be kind of fun is to have kind of like a dual brutal start where you start with two chests, and then each player has to like make their own base. I think that'd be kind of fun. Then you can like take ideas off of each other and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna need, I probably just need one stack pipes there. Let's make some passive vents. I think that's all I really need. So let's see if I do it this way. Because I have everything on the front like this, I'm gonna probably have to place the vents down here. So we'll do something like that. Yeah, that'll work. Oops, let's do this for a moment. And then we'll turn you on, and then once I hook power up, we'll know if that works or not. We're just a far enough distance from one of that you release the base. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of fun. Can I have a dual brutal start? Alright, so I do need to dismantle this guy. Heck yeah. Oh, Jesus. Just launched myself. True. I can see both things happening. I can see the game, like, partly being easier. But I can also see it being harder if we're trying to do something and one person's, like, messing with volatiles or something and the other one, like, starts a printer. I know that will actually, cause an explosion because of the spark of the printer. Alright, so there's that. And now we're going to grab our heavy cable and continue doing this. Sweet. Do we have light? Oh, I didn't turn the transformer on, did I? Oops. Okay, and then I don't know if I have enough heavy cable to actually do this, but and then that's going to come down like this, hook here, and this will power this room. It gives the game bigger audience, more and confer development. Alright, let's see here, and hey, we have a little airlock. Now I just need doors. Which I need iron and copper, which we have right here. So I just need 2 doors. And then I do have plastic and I do have glass on me, so we should be fine there. sweet. Heck yeah. Okay, we'll turn both these inward, and then in the event something happens in here, I can close the door and vent it out. Awesome. So now what I need to do is I do need to do... I don't really mind using my jetpack inside because it's just CO2. Like, that's essentially all I'm using as fuel. $25,000, and we are ready to hook everything up. So I do need some lights in here. I think what you could do is you could assign specific roles like that, because I think that would almost limit the options too much. Like, because everyone should be able to do everything, but like assigning different roles would be kind of fun. Like maybe one person has like more strengths in botanist while another one has more strength in maintenance or something. I mean, I'm sure there's something that they could do to actually do that. Okay, so I need... Oh, sun's coming out. So I need some lights. Grow lights. The grow lights I might actually put along the bottom and the normal lights up on top. And then I need to actually finish this too, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's do... Yeah, just iron and copper, which we have over here. Alright, so I need a bunch of lights. At least 10 lights, I think. I'm just going to put on the top here. And then I need to make a bunch more heavy cable, too. You know, we're at 3, so let's eject you guys. Alright, so that's 9, and one more. The role of commander would be your do-it-all role. That's fair. Alright, and then this is going to make 4 stacks of heavy cable for us. Might be a little overkill, but that's fine. I forgot I had a passive vent. I probably have had passive vents the entire time, didn't I? And I made a bunch. Active vent. Oh, maybe I didn't. Alright, let's go in here and place our lights. So I placed those ones kind of in the middle. Because I have my wires run up these sides here. Yeah, we're just going to place them on the window. Or I guess I could place them in the middle, maybe. That might look a little bit better. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try that and see how that looks. I can always switch it around if I have to. Something like this, maybe. That might not look too bad. And then we'll have some extra lights. Plus, it'll hide the wire as well. I like it better on the frame versus mid window. Yeah, I think that actually looks better. Because then you can't see the wiring and stuff either. Alright, that's enough cable for right now. I just want to get light in here so I can actually see what I'm doing. I guess I could do this from the top too. And I believe there's already one here. Heck yeah. Look at that. Putting on the X section because it's off center in my mind. It looks like a lot better in the window. Yeah, you could do the X center too, like that, but I put them right here so it's kind of an even spread of light everywhere. Because if you put them right here, then this corner's a little bit darker. But that's okay. Alright, so now what I need to do is... I need a lot more cable than what I currently have. Oh, nope, those are walls. That's cable. There we go. Also, I need some more flat walls too. Which I guess I could start making some more flat walls while I'm not doing anything over here. So, steel. Let's make another stack of 30. Alright, I'll take care of hydration. Gosh dang it. Let's take care of our water needs first. There we are. And then we're gonna do this too. Let's make sure you're working, and you are. Perfect. I mean, I'm sure that there's a way that you could easily do it. I think what would be fun is to just, even if you're starting in the same area, like just each player kind of building their own base would be kind of cool. Okay, let's see here. So let's do the same thing. Well, we have one of the 4 lights there. I have a bunch of flooring on us too that I can also use. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, so I'm going to replace all of this with the flat walls, so then if I need to dismantle any of those upper frames, I can do it without having to worry. Alright, I just need a few more. So let's do this. Do a flat wall there. This already has a flat wall, and then yeah, I'll just have to do this section. Which means I do need some steel sheets. There we are, and we have light. Sweet, not bad. So yeah, I'm thinking the grow lights I can put on the bottom somehow. I'll figure it out. This is looking good though. Heck yeah. Okay. So yeah, our hydroponics room's looking pretty good. Now I just need to get water, oxygen, CO2. I need a little bit of everything in here. And then what I'll probably do, because I can have a good portion of CO2 and nitrogen in here for all the different types of plants we'll have, is I'm probably going to actually automate this airlock here. So we will go and make a console. Well, we might wait until all of this is done before I do that. I don't think I have any other consoles on me. I don't. It would be nice to get some different types of seeds, though. Or you know what I could start doing? I could start insulating all of our liquid pipe here so that I can actually use it. Yeah, let's do that. I like how you can actually do this. Place insulation on stuff like that. That's cool. I'm gonna need more insulation though. Okay, so let's go in here for a minute. We don't have any water. I could actually. Yeah, so that's going to take a minute to heat up. Once it does, we'll actually have water in our pipe system here. I guess what I could do is I could actually just hook all of this up together. Yeah, I need more insulation. Gosh dang it, I keep forgetting. Okay, we're gonna do this really quick. Crap. we're just going to use one of these lights just so that can stay on. There we go. Alright, so how much more insulation do I need here? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, just 10? That's easy enough. And then I need 5 steel. Adhesive insulation. There we go. Alright, and you are almost done. So we're almost full on heavy cable here. And then I can actually start making everything else I need. And this is actually really hot in here, so I can smelt all the stuff I need. Alright, and you are done, so let's continue insulating you. And actually, before I forget, I need 2 more. Alright, fine. 1 steel. And 2 silicone. There we are. There we are. Perfect. What does insulating the pipes add? So, if you don't have insulated pipes, and granted I don't really need to do this with our water pipe, but it'll radiate heat. So, technically if I didn't insulate our pipes and my water started getting really cold like it is currently, then it could, you know, rapidly cool the rest of our base. Because an uninsulated pipe will radiate heat or cool your base depending on what the temperature inside the pipe is or what the surrounding temperature of the atmosphere. Okay, so since I'm not using these right now, let's get rid of these pipes here. I'm gonna keep the water pipe, or I'm gonna keep this where it's at currently. Let's do that. Actually, you know what? Let's do this for right now. There we go. There, we'll just do that for right now. Okay, so here's our main water line. So then what I'm going to do is we'll have our waste. We'll have coolant, oxygen, waste, coolant, Yeah, so I can bring our water pipe kind of wherever. Maybe I'll do it right above where that heater is, which would be right here. And actually, since the rest of our pipes are going to come this way, I'm going to have to go under and up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, kind of playing by yourself does feel a little bit lifeless, but I don't know. It's still fun. Let's see. Whoops, let's do that. There we go. Okay, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I'm gonna need a bunch of pipes here, which, well, let's just do this. So let's bring our waste pipe up first. Before I do that, I'm gonna have to get rid of this. There we go. Yeah, so this is gonna be our waste pipe here. I'm gonna need a lot more pipe than what I currently have too. And eventually what I'll do is once I figure out where everything is, I'm gonna turn these into long pipes. I just want to figure out where everything is, where I'm gonna place everything first. And ironically enough, I need to place something right here. Hmm. Okay. Crap. I said I was going to use long pipes once I know where I'm going to place all of the joints and stuff. All right, we're going to do this. Actually, how did I do this? Yeah, we can do something like that. That'll work. All right, I'm going to have to readjust our... daylight sensor, grow light, and gas sensor. There we go. Sweet. So, moved that. Wait, where did I place the plastic sheets? Oh, I think I actually added it in here, didn't I? There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna have to move these lights. Which I'm gonna redo all the lights anyway, so. Hmm. I might have to move piping around some stuff. Or I could do just lights in the middle here. I could make that work. There we go. So let's do this. This will come down like that for the time being. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so then basically what this is going to do is this is going to come around like this. So we're going to have CO2, nitrous oxide, nitrogen, oxygen. Gosh dang it. Hmm. So the main reason I do it this way is because you can't put pipes through the doorways on the floor, which would cause issues when trying to, you know, make like a bus system. Because that's how I tend to do my pipe networks, but... Okay, let's do... I'm gonna have to move these guys, aren't I? I guess I can put them anywhere, really. Doesn't really matter. That'll work. Okay. Can you sure to tell me why? Oh. There we go. Alright. So that'll be our waste line. I'll have to bring a nitrogen line in right here, another nitrogen line over here, and then our oxygen line. Okay, so I guess what I can currently do... Let's see, do I have any more insulated liquid? I do. Well, not insulated liquid, but I do have some of that. Alright, so let's do this. That's 6 there. Trying to convert all of our normal liquid pipes to insulated pipes, so then I can just start mass producing the insulated pipes at some point. There we go. Wait, can I just like... Oh, that'd be too easy. Gosh dang it. Okay, well... I guess what I can do... Here, let's do this one. It's gonna have to go like that, so... There we go. And what I might do is I might find an easier way to kind of merge all of these gases together. Because really I can merge nitrogen, CO2, and oxygen in one pipe. I just have to try to figure out how I can do that with how I have all this laid out. But for the meantime, this will work. Okay, sweet. So now what I can do is we can do that. So our waistline is done, at least for the moment. Now we need to bring in our oxygen, CO2. Oh yeah, I forgot about our CO2 line. So CO2 I can bring in right here. Yeah, that'll work. CO2 I can bring in right here. And then I need to bring in our oxygen, but let's do CO2 first. So we're gonna do... Crap. Gosh dang it. We'll do this first. That's all. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the long pipes, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe I have to get this image to learn about the other series. So technically, yes, you can do that, but if there's another hole or something, then you'll lose your atmosphere. I don't know how well it actually works, but I know that it should be possible. Yeah, then once I know how I'm laying everything out, I'll use the long pipes because it will help with how many objects in the game there are. Plus, it does save on a little bit of materials, not a whole lot, but all right. And then you'll go like this underneath. There we go. And then we'll have our nitrogen pipe right here. And we'll bring in oxygen and nitrogen on this side. So that'll work. I swear to you soon. I think you're a Minecraft villager. Wow. Now I'm not going to hear anything else. Thank you for that. Gosh dang it. Let's do... Do I not have any more steel? I don't. Alright, well, we're just gonna make as much as I possibly can with what we have. Alright, so we're gonna make 96 pipes. Alright, so while those pipes are being made, I guess I could insulate these pipes too, but oh well. Let's see. I do have a few... Oh, I don't need you. I need this. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, I need a lot more insulated pipe and insulated liquid pipe. Let's see, if I actually turn this into a long pipe, will it actually save pipe here? Well, it saved one, so I guess that works. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one wouldn't really work very well. So,
Hydration critical.
I guess that does kind of work. There we go. Hydration critical. How much water do we actually have? Not very much, but that's 8 kPa of pressure in our entire pipe network, though. So, not a whole lot, but it's more than... Actually, there's a bunch of it in here. Okay. So with this one, 1, 2, 3. Could do that. Yeah, that doesn't actually save any pipe. That'll just save on like CPU power and stuff. Sweet. I wish you could customize it because I like the long pipe here, but this doesn't really make sense. So too bad you can't get different lengths of it. Oh well, that's okay. Since I kind of know where this is now, let's do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's saved on 2. 1, 2, 3,
Hunger caution.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gosh dang it. Well, we're gonna have to do this then. There we go. That works. 5, a 3, and a 1. And that actually gave us 5 extra pipe. Which means I can do the same thing with our liquid pipe here too. For how many emeralds? Actually, I could probably sell gold bars. Although I think some traders want the actual ores versus the smelted ingots. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and let's do another one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Well, that got us an extra 5 pipe, so I will take it. Sweet. Our pipe network is coming along nicely, and then we have a bunch of this. Okay, let's see here. I should have... Maybe I don't. Nitrous oxide, and then we have a nitrogen right there. So, okay. I'm gonna have to do this from the outside. Which actually, let's do this. We're just gonna have it peak. There we go. So then I can actually continue expanding it. And then we're gonna do the same with our nitrogen, which is gonna come through right here. And then I just have to hook it up. Yeah, I'm gonna completely redo this room. That's okay. We'll figure it out. But for right now, let's go outside and actually hook up our nitrogen line. And then my food is getting low too. So what I kind of want to try to do is I would like to actually get seeds. Let's see here. Oh God, there we go. There we are. Nice. Alright, that should be done. Let's do you, grab you, weld you back up. Heck yeah. There we go. This is actually looking pretty good. Yeah, getting all the piping and everything's kind of a pain, but one pipe length of 5 fits in one block, so you won't have to go outside. That's very true. Here, I'll head back. Well, yeah, let's see here for a minute. I completely forgot. Yeah, to be fair, I completely forget that long pipes are even a thing, even right after I make them, which is hilarious. One, two, three. Yeah, so the reason I'm not doing the fives is because I have all of my connections right here. So I could do a three in here, I suppose. I mean, so I'll have to go outside either way, but since there's nothing else in here going on, I can get away with the three. It doesn't save us on resources other than computing power. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky with some seeds. I do need to expand our trader platform. Space gas station, meteor mechanics. For long pipes, I use the rule 1 frame 3, 1 to 2 frames 5, more than 2 frames 10. That makes sense. I'm keeping this at 45 degrees because it's kind of in between there. Space gas station, meteor mechanics. I'm gonna have to increase our landing pad here, which maybe I'll do. I wonder why they didn't do long cables either. We do 55 degrees. See if there's anyone else that we can. Oh, wait a minute. Gosh dang it. Stellar smelter. I'm gonna have to make a hangar with a actual runway. And then I'm gonna have to make a bigger landing pad too. Gosh dang it. Well, let's just get this guy in here. And see what he has. Alright, we'll turn you off. We'll turn you off. I'm gonna upgrade our landing pad once I finish all of our piping and stuff. I'm also gonna have to completely redo our electrical. Hello, sir. Ooh. Portable air conditioner, portable generator, portable scrubber. I am gonna need a packaging machine. I'm gonna need the reagent processor. I can just make those though. Okay, well, I found a use for all of our cable. I'm gonna sell it all. Come on. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, we're gonna sell all that cable that we currently have. Let's see. Cladding. Steel sheets. Walls. Walls. Glass. We have a nitrogen filter over here. Let's get rid of our plastic sheets. And then I don't need the lights as of right now. Heck yeah, okay. Let's get rid of all of the all of this cable I have. We're not gonna make a whole lot of money off of it, but at least we'll make something. Because I'm not actually using any of it. Oh, did it say 67? Wow. I'm sure I can. Gosh dang it. Can you just put a 0 on the end of that and call it good? I'm still gonna throw all of our cable in here. Because at some point, we will be able to sell all of this. Alright, I know you only wanted 67 for $26. Worth it. Plus, I did free up all my slots too, which is kind of nice. Alright, let's go inside.
Hunger critical.
Alright, I will eat.
Hunger caution.
I really need to get our
Hunger critical.
hydroponics bay up and running
Hunger
because
caution.
my food is pretty low right now. I just ate that potato completely. Alright, well, we have a bunch of pipe. So now what I can do... Let's see, let's get rid of you, let's get rid of you. There we are. Oh, I do have the scrubber. It's right here. No, the scrubber actually works really well. It's full of volatiles right now. Okay, so I'm gonna have to completely redo all this. Which I guess what I could do is I can have our main cable. I did have this all planned out actually. Okay, well. Well, there goes our whole, our entire base power supply. Alright, how do I want to do this? Well, I need to get rid of this cable right here, because this is where... Yeah, if I can figure out how to actually merge all of these pipes here, because If I can merge nitrogen, oxygen, and CO2, that would be better. The problem with that is the pipe mixer makes it difficult. Or the gas mixer makes it really difficult to actually do that. Because I know how I want to do it, I'm limited by... Actually, this could be our main oxygen line right here. Hmm. Yeah, because I could do waste, oxygen, nitrous oxide. Water volatiles. I don't really need pollutant, but I could use pollutant for something. You could add a second level to your base and add. So I've thought about doing that as well. I do like how compact all of this is though, which I like to challenge myself a little bit, and like the logistics behind trying to fit everything in a tight space is a fun little challenge that I like. Although, since the gas mixers do this, I don't really have to worry about the power cable because that'll go through the pipes at least that way. I could turn this into our main oxygen line. And actually, I could keep this how it currently is, oxygen, nitrogen, and then CO2, and just have most of the oxygen coming into this pipe here. I could potentially do that, actually. See you go from sir to this. It's been a very clean transition. Oh, thank you. And then actually, I could get rid of... I could keep our nitrous oxide line and get rid of our nitrogen and our oxygen line here. Alright, we're gonna try it, because if I can get this to work, that would be preferable. Place one there. And then I could place another one right here. Alright, you're straight 5. 1, 2. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Oh, I dropped over wrench too. Actually, I wouldn't be able to get rid of our nitrogen line. But that would give me more room to work with. Because our nitrogen line is our coolant line. Which actually I need to... I'm gonna have to probably use ACs to actually super cool this nitrogen line here, which I know how to do, so we'll do that at some point. Alright, so then this would go like that. One, two, three. And that would drop down. Something like this here. And then our oxygen line would actually just go straight like this. There we go. I could do something like that. Which means I can get rid of our oxygen line here. Which means I can still put the lights along this side and have the cable on the outer side. So that'll actually work. I just have to figure out where I'm going to put our transformers, which actually I think I might know where I will place those. Okay, so then in that regard, yeah, we could do something just like that. That actually might work. Okay, so let's grab our cable. Let's merge these two. Alright, now that's going to be the only issue, is hooking this up to power. I guess for the time being I could just have the power cable go down and up and I can just walk around it for the... Or I could just move these. Is there a reason you mix the atmosphere in the pipe? My brain would tell me to make an atmosphere mixed tank to keep it at a constant balance. I mean, it honestly doesn't really matter because I have the filtration system here, so it's going to be constantly filtering out. So I like to keep my gases kind of separated until I absolutely need them. Like, I don't know. I could make like an atmospheric mix tank, I suppose, but I've always just kind of mixed them in the pipes like this. Alright, well, let's just do this for now. I can always switch it around. This is not going to look great, but oh well. Yeah, I'm going to probably redo this at some point. I just want to get the gas mixture right. So, what I can do... So input 1 would be this guy, input 2 is this guy. So I want more input 2 than input 1. Actually, you could do 10%. So I could do 50-50, 10-90. The only downside to this is that this will be constant, so I'm going to have to put a pressure regulator. Or not a... Well, I could do a pressure regulator, or else I could put a pipe analyzer here, so it'll automatically turn off. I don't know if I can hook a pressure regulator directly up to this. I don't know if that works or not. Let's try it. Oh, crap. I don't have a pressure regulator, do I? I do not. I might actually have one outside. Maybe I don't. Oh, I think I'm using it. I am. I'm using it for our our furnace. So let's make a quick pressure regulator. I need iron, gold, and copper. Oh, more pipe. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, but
Hydration
yeah,
critical.
that's not gonna work. Okay, well, I have it for later. So I'm gonna have to do like a pipe analyzer and actually automate this so it won't overpressurize this. But for the time being, what I can do is I can grab this guy. And that's just constantly going. Yeah, there's nothing in this pipe network right now because there's no oxygen. Yeah, so I would have to automate this, which can work. I know how to do it. Okay, well, let's put you there. I do kind of want to redo these cables and stuff too, now that I think about it. But I do know how to do that. So, yeah, let's redo this really quick. Alright, so could do it actually like this. Yeah, that'll work. And this one's going to be 50-50, so that's going to stay like that. And then this guy, I can do... Yeah, we'll do the same thing. Yeah, we'll do that. And then this is input, so input 2 is going to be like that. Okay, that'll work. So then I don't actually have to have the cable. Gosh dang it. It's not gonna work either, is it? Because of how I have all these lights and stuff. Frick. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'll probably have to try to figure that out in between episodes, and then I'll have a good way to actually do that. But I do like the idea of mixing the pipes here like this, so that does make more sense. And then I can have nitrogen, oxygen, and CO2 in that pipe, and then I don't have to worry about trying to mix it all locally. Plus, that'll save up a little bit of space so I can have our lights in the middle here. I can have our power line run along the outside, and then I'll have to figure out where I want to put the transformer for our main power cable. So I do kind of have an idea on how I want to do this. The downside is nothing's connected here now, so we have no light. Yeah, because this would be volatiles and pollutant. I don't really need the pollutant. I could just vent that, but I'm gonna end up keeping it because I might need it eventually. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to completely redo this middle section here, which is fine. But I do want to start growing plants. So we have enough CO2 to start, and I have about 10 minutes of the stream left, so I want to at least get that done before I call the episode. So let's do... Is this full of water still? Please don't be full of water. Gosh dang it, you're full of water. Okay, so I guess I could do... We'll just do this. I'm not sure if this actually pushes the water out or not, but I kind of imagine it would. There we go. Alright, so let's go place our hydroponic tray. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I could have plant set here, plant here, 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 and then I can extend this out as far as I need to. So to start, well, oh crap. I need water. There we go. Alright, our guy's fine, I think. So we'll do... Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see that cable. I guess I could have a space here, have that cable run all the way through if I need to. I don't think I actually need to though, so we'll just do this for right now. Our water line is going to come through like this. Or, no, maybe I'll just keep it like this. And because our water line's going to come in. It honestly doesn't really matter how I do it. I do need some more insulated piping though. How much silicone do we have? 14. I don't have any steel. Do I have any coal on me? I don't know if I have any coal outside either. I have to go outside anyway, so let's take a look. Worst case, I can always fly over there. No coal. I don't believe I have any coal. Gosh dang it. Alright, I did insulate all those walls, right? Yes, I did. Okay, good. So then what we're going to do is we're going to dismantle this. Alright, so we have our water pipe right there like that. Okay, water pipe there. Let's do our oxygen. Which actually, how do I... Yeah, waste and oxygen. That'll work. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Okay, and then that'll be ready to hook up. I guess I could do nitrogen as well. I don't have our, I guess I can just do this really quick. I could spray paint, but it's easier just to merge the pipe because it automatically mixes with whatever you have in your inventory. So if you merge orange with black, it'll go black because it's in your hand. And if you go the other way around, it would go orange. There we go. We'll just do that. That way that's all done. I don't have to redo that frame. Sweet. Alright, so I am going to need some silicone. So we are going to make a run really quick over to our outpost. And then when we come back, we'll see how much gold we actually have since that thing's been running the entire time. It kind of is, but I don't know if there's a way they can actually get rid of that little feature, because you can always merge pipes and stuff, so. And you can do the same thing with like cladding and anything that you paint, essentially, you can do that little hack with. I'm flying.
Power low.
Power's fine, I think. We're at 49%. We should make it home. We're not going to have a whole lot of silicon over here, but we'll have enough to make at least some more insulated liquid pipes for us. They just have to prevent them mixing different colored pipes and panels would make things more tedious. It would make things a lot more tedious, so I'm hoping they don't do that. Because, I mean, you still have to make spray paint and stuff for other items, but, alright. Let's see, how much coal do we have? We have a stupid amount of coal in here. Let's turn you off. Alright, well, that should be enough coal to last a while. I have a bunch of iron at home, so we should be fine. Alright, let's head back. And then once I get back, I'm gonna call the episode here. We didn't do a whole lot, but it was mainly just a bunch of tedious work around the hydroponics room, which we did expand it, so instead of it being 1 tall, we made it 2 tall. And then we have been working on our piping network and stuff too. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to wire up those gas mixers so it looks a little bit better than how it did with versus having the cable just coming down in the middle of the room, because I wasn't a huge fan of that. But once I can get all the nitrogen, the oxygen, and the CO2 mixed, I shouldn't have to really worry about our atmosphere anymore, because having nitrogen and CO2 mixed in with the oxygen will allow us to make pretty much, well, I guess grow pretty much any type of plant. One thing I could do, and I think one of you guys suggested it in one of my previous streams, is mushrooms. So I could grow mushrooms, and that would be a good source of CO2. Silicon. I keep saying silicone for some reason. There we go. Home sweet home. Yeah, and we're only at 17% power. Oh god. There we are. Well, we have a crap ton of coal on us, so we should be able to make a bunch of steel. Oh god, I can't see. Okay, how much iron do we actually have? Yeah, we have a lot. Oh, I did forget to pick some up, didn't I? Well, it doesn't generate that fast over there, so because when I went and grabbed some, we only got about 200. So I'd imagine there wouldn't be a whole lot. I might have to actually go out on a mining trip and mine a bunch of it and then smelt it locally. But for the meantime, we'll just make a bunch of steel here really quick. So we'll do 50, 100. And we'll do 300 iron. Alright, that's going to take a minute. But that'll make 400 steel for us. It is dropping the temperature a little bit, but it's not terrible. But yeah, I do need to finish our manufacturing room, and essentially all I need to really do is build a filtration unit, filter out the nitrogen, which will go directly into our coolant tank, and then super cool this, so then I can actually use it to cool our furnace if I need to. Heck yeah, look at all that steel we just got. So a bunch of steel there. And then in the next episode, what I would like to do is finish our hydroponics room. Or get close to finishing it. Essentially, it's ready. I just need some pipe to actually hook up here. And then I need to figure out where I want to place the grow lights. I guess I could have the grow lights. I could make like hanging lights or something. I think that'd be kind of fun. I could figure out how to do something like that. Make hanging grow lights. We'll figure something out. But yeah, I do like the fact that this is double tall. It does make it a little bit better. Plus, it's all see-through with windows and stuff too, which makes it kind of fun. I would like to use the Larry at some point and actually program that and automate our food production here. In the next episode, what I would like to do is completely redo this hallway here. Get the piping figured out, get the mixing ratio figured out here, figure out how I want to connect all of this up. So then we won't have to worry about our atmosphere at all anymore. And then, yeah, we can keep expanding upon our base. And also what I need to do is expand our trading platform so I can actually get some different types of traders so I can get more seeds. So then I can actually make my French fries because they are a lot better than the potatoes here. But on that note, I'm going to call the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching.